All right, hello everybody. This is Robbie G from Sports on the Hill podcast. I'm here with my wife Liz.
Hello.
We're going to be taking you around our Animal Crossing world, and so I'm just doing a mic check to make sure everything sounds okay right now. Um, all right, I think we're live. All right, so Animal Crossing is a game where you, well, how do you want to describe it? How do you describe it?
uh, a welcomed escape right now. No, it's just a fun little world where you can do things and fish and visit friends and do fun things. Sorry, one of my villagers is really upset about something.
So we're gonna give a little tour, walking around, and we'll show you guys different parts of our island and see what you guys think about it.
So we're gonna start at the museum because I was not all that enthusiastic. I've never played Animal Crossing before, but once we visited a friend's island and saw their museum. This is a recent saber tooth that we added outside. We visited their museum and it was stunning, and I was like blown away. So I was much more interested in this game. So this is Blathers. He runs the museum. He built it, and we'll start in the insect area. So throughout the game, as you play, you can catch butterflies and other insects, and they all go to this beautiful museum. It has this like insect area. There's a tiger beetle, bagworm hanging from there. There's a moth there on that tree that you can see there. They're huge. They kind of look like decorations sometimes. And then there's just such beautiful like visuals. Like it's so peaceful, and I feel like you could just come and like have your character chill out here for a little bit. And the light is so gorgeous right now because it's 5:40 in the game. We went back in time a little bit, as our toddler does not make a 5:40 stream possible. But yeah, so it's just a really beautiful area. And then you can come down here into this room, which is my favorite area. It's a butterfly room. And there are just so many just gorgeous butterflies that we've caught throughout the game. And you can just like stand here and watch them kind of flutter around, and they're just so pretty, and like all the flowers are really beautiful. And it's so interesting, if you come at nighttime, most of these butterflies are not out. Like most of them are sleeping, and you'll have a few like moths and kind of nocturnal butterflies out. And then you can see the koi fish there in the fountain. But yeah, the lighting in here will be different. It'll be nighttime lighting. It's just like a green room or greenhouse kind of thing. And yeah, just really, those are some of my favorite right there. Those bright blue emperor butterflies. They're just really, really beautiful. So this is my favorite probably area in the museum. And then if you come in here, I have some more of the little creepy crawlies that we've caught. There's oh, and this is another cool feature. If you walk up to these tiles and you hit A, it'll tell you what it is and when it was donated. So it's kind of cool. You can see what all these different things are. So if you come over here, this is a tarantula. Those dudes are scary. They will come after you super quick and bite you, and then you faint. That's not fun. Then you come up here, they have like a little lab where they've got little cocoons, and they've got a paper paper butterfly. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, so this is just a cool little area. And this is the insect realm of the museum. And it's just really detailed, and it's cool to travel to other people's islands and other parts of the world and catch other critters and fish and find other fossils. It's just really, really cool. So we'll go into the fossil area next. So it's down here. And we haven't found, I mean, we're pretty early in the game. We haven't found all our fossils. So it's just so cool with the detail. Like this little seating area up here, like little brochure stand. And then you have all these different fossils. We have not found a lot of these other ones, but there are quite a few that we have found in here. And then if we come in here, we have some of the larger fossils. So we've got, I think I can rotate the perspective. Oh, can I not? Maybe it's because I have a second player. But so this guy over here is done. And then again, if you hit, is it, no, is it A? There, I wasn't standing in the right spot. So, this is one, the first one's not finished, the second one is finished, and the third one is also finished. And then, this one here is just missing a couple of pieces. So as you find fossils, you'll finish these different prehistoric creatures, and then they'll be finished in your museum. So just another element of the game that we get to kind of play out over time. So this is definitely like a marathon, not a sprint. It is just kind of like a nice little escape to pass the time. When you can't literally escape at the moment. So there's a couple more little guys in here. Robbie's running around behind me.
This game is a lot of fun though, because I can go and I can pick up other resources, and it goes into storage for us.
Yeah, when we run around the island, we can kind of show an example of that. We just with the time of day and the lighting in the museum.
Yeah.
And I frankly think the museum is one of the coolest elements, because it's so, I mean, there's so many different facets of the game, but it's so beyond what I was expecting, especially not knowing anything about the game going into it. But the fact that Blathers made it in 2 days, really impressive.
It's true.
And then the final part is the aquarium. So there's quite a bit of fishing in this game. And you can catch all sorts of interesting fish, and it's really cool to catch, fish from other people's areas, because other people have like more regular common fish. So this area is still a little sparse. We've got our goldfish here and another koi down here. There's it's a pale chub and like a few others I recognize, a bluegill. There's some more tanks over here. And we've seen from other islands we visited and videos we've watched of people who are much further along in the game, this area will have some really cool creatures in it, hopefully, one day.
Yeah. Gotta up our fishing game.
Yeah. We gotta get some steel rods.
Yeah. Some people in the other hemisphere have gotten some really cool stuff in here too.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the cool things about this game is you could
cool
fly to the
fish
other
vortex.
side of the world. So if you have friends in Australia, you can go.
If that was pretty, yeah, that's a really cool thing about it. Or if you just have friends that you haven't seen in a while and they play this game, you can just go and. So these two are pretty cool. It's a football fish and a what is that one called? An oarfish. So yeah, these are just some cool areas, and it looks and feels a lot like an aquarium. It's just really just a neat game.
Arun is watching my Twitch. That's cool.
Hi, Arun. I hope you're well. Hope your family's well. Everyone, stay safe. Stay home. Play Animal Crossing. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it. So this is a cool little. I like this area a lot. These are called sea butterflies, and they're just these cool little fish guys that swim around this little tunnel. And we've actually got one in one of the houses.
Arun, do you still have a Switch? Because you could play this game.
So these are some butterfly fish and a sturgeon. Kind of looks like a dory fish, which is actually a tang, so I'm a little confused, but they're calling it a sturgeon. And then they've got so that looks just like a lionfish. They call it like a turkey fish or something, but it looks just like a lionfish. And we've got some other really cool fish in this little tunnel. And then over time, as there's a squid down there too, hanging out by the greenery. And then over time, as we catch more and more fish, these will fill up even more. So we're excited to see what it looks like, down the line after social distancing, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? So that is the museum at its current state.
Oh, that's cool. Arun has a Switch, but he hasn't gotten it yet. He wanted to check it out.
Oh, cool. Well, this is a little sneak peek. So, sorry guys, I went back inside. That'll happen sometimes. The load screens a little bit. But it's an involved museum. It should take a couple seconds to load. Okay, so we come out here. It's a really beautiful time of day and game. It's right at sunset. So this is our little main drag, so to speak. Our airport's right over here. So this is how people come to visit, and you can actually open your island to friends to come and visit. You can set up a Dodo code. It's something called Dodo's the flight company here, and people can come and visit you, and it can be people or people who just you put the code out to, and you can share resources. There are 8 different flowers in the game. These are a few of them. I've got another area I'll show you that has a lot more flowers, but these are lilies and wind flowers, and over here are some pansies that a great friend of mine brought over, and we've planted a bunch of those elsewhere. So real quick before we move on, these 2 stores. So this is Nook's Cranny, named after Tom Nook, who is the raccoon we are forever indebted to for everything we do on the island. If you play this game, he's like really nice about being like, where's my money? But he's like very much like, where's my money? So these are his kids, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
I guess
they
so.
have a little store, Nook's Cranny, and you can buy things. So these are you can only buy one of these. They're hot items back here, and then you can buy multiple of these if you'd like. And then back here, there's a little cabinet where you can get flower seeds and DIY stuff and other basic stuff, and you can sell them stuff. There's a bunch of different. I won't go into too much detail, but there's a bunch of different facets to the game. You can buy and sell turnips, but you can sell them. They'll buy anything. They'll buy fish. They'll buy butterflies. They'll buy fruit, seashells. You can run along the beach and collect seashells.
Unfortunately, I was wrong. Arun doesn't have a Switch. He played that Zelda game on the Wii U, which it also was on. So this is one of our other friends from our island.
Yeah, so we had 2 starter villagers, this gentleman and then the one that was over there in the blue, Snake. And they are apparently fighting, which is at the beginning of the stream what
interesting.
The other guy was yelling at me about. Not yelling at me, but confiding in me about his woes. So this is the Able Sisters. We just opened this store yesterday. And it has a bunch of different clothing options, and you can go into the dressing room and buy different outfits for your characters, and it's just like a fun little place to like kind of really give your character and island a very like personal feel. like make it, your own. And so that's pretty cool. Cool little area. Actually, the shirt Robbie is wearing is a shirt that one of his favorite streamers has made, and we were able to get that at this store. I'm sorry, she's just talking a lot right now, and I saw all this earlier. Okay, I wouldn't have come in here if I knew I was going to get the whole spiel. Bam. So this is the Able Sister store, and it's where we can get clothes.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. She wasn't letting me leave. She was like, try something on. So there's some great flowers here as well. We've got a nice little fire with some stumps to sit on, and you can just come and hop on and sit. Oh, that's not what okay, well, sometimes you can sit on the stool. I don't know why I can't get on it, but. And then this here is the main resident services, so we can pay for our house and get other things that we need for our island there. And so speaking of houses, so we have two different residents of our island. So this is Robbie's house. He's the character running behind me, and he is actually the online character that like travels and stuff, but this is his house, and he's got this cool little bug room. So this is what I thought I could do in the museum, and I can't. And they should really enable that and make that a thing. But you can't right now. But this is like a cool view. He's got some really cool fish over here. There's one of the sea butterflies I was talking about. There's a seahorse and a football fish and some butterflies. So this is kind of like a
sciencey room.
Yeah, like an earthy, wild room.
Yeah.
Jungle room. And then back here is his, house.
Yeah. So, got a table and play some music. And
we
you can even design the podcast logo, which you can see is on me right now. And it's also up there.
So when you start on the island, you start in a tent. And then you upgrade, you pay, once you get 5,000 miles, you pay the raccoon, you pay Tom Nook, and then you can get a house. And then after you pay off that loan, you can get a slightly bigger house. And then after you pay off that loan, you can get a house with an extra room. So that's where we're at now. So this is Robbie's house, and we've got a little craft bench here. We can craft some stuff. This is really cool. These are pink roses that were grown from 2 white roses, and these are pink wind flowers that were grown from randomly red and orange roses together. So that was interesting. I don't know what all this stuff is. This is stuff I dropped earlier. I was gonna do some.
Oh, you show this?
No, not yet. But I was gonna put that stuff out in my house earlier, but that's fine. So this is. Oh wow. Color looks different. I don't know why the carpet looks so much more green.
Maybe the light.
Yeah, it's probably the light. So I leaned in hard to the Bunny Day theme in this room. I just had all the things I needed. You can also
have a themed room, and we can change it up based on whatever the theme is.
So I'll keep this for a little bit and then change it up. But this was a cool thing. So there's like a little vanity over here. You can change your appearance, and there's a wardrobe. You can change your clothes, and this is actually a bed. You can lay down. What is the... No, that's expressions. What is the button? I'm not pressing. There we go. So I can just lay down in my room and hang out. And then back here is the extra room. And I haven't really set it up too much. I'm kind of piecemealing it. There's a little fridge back here and a wardrobe. And some more little creatures, and then there's a shower and a bidet, but no toilet. And there's a table and a goldfish. So I actually bought a really cool wallpaper at the Nook Miles place, but it doesn't come till tomorrow. So, I'll go back outside. Part of why we wanted to do this check out our island stream now is because of the cherry blossom event that's happening. It's so pretty.
Let's go run around and show them parts of the island.
So this is So we've seen all like the structures. We have this cool little fountain here. And all these trees right here with the cherry blossoms on them, they're actually all money trees. There's this cool thing where if you find a little glowing hole, you can bury some money in it and it will grow money. Just once, unfortunately, but you can shake it and then pick up that money. If you pick it up, it'll go to recycling.
Yeah, you should pick it up.
Okay. And then there are these cool little things down here. I wish you could actually go down the slide. We cannot.
Yeah.
And then these are also pink tulips I grew. I was very proud of those. So these are all also money trees. And then if you, we may have a little bridge here. Oh, sorry, real quick. This is Snake's house. He's one of our original residents. So I planted some flowers around his house. And we also have some cherry blossoms here. These are all hardwood trees. And this is, oh, that's Pablo. Paolo, I think so. He's one of our residents. His house is across the way. And this is Aurora's house in here. She's a penguin, so we won't bother her. And then just south of my house is our other resident, another resident, the sort of angry-looking koala bear sort of gentleman. This is the elephant's house here. Mm-hmm. And over here is a little mouse named Penelope's house. Do you see if Penelope's home?
Sure.
Let's see. She is home. Oh, she's making something. So she's gonna... She's in her DIY zone.
Making
Mum cushion. Oh, cool. So if you talk to your resident or your villagers, I guess they're villagers, yeah.
Yeah.
And you you catch them at their house while they're making something, they will give you the instructions on how to make that, and then that's something that you can get the resources for and make yourself. I really like what she's done with her place. So it looks really good. So yeah, it's just cool to see like what the other we didn't set this up, like this villager set all this up. So it's just, and apparently there are like hundreds of villagers. Again, this is like the 4th or 5th Animal Crossing game. I've never played one before, so it's all Greek to me. But it has been pretty fun so far. So there's this really cool like lake here. So before we got the 3 residents, we built this bridge so that they could get here, or so they could get get across easier.
You usually have to pole vault over water.
You use a little tool. So these back here are some leaf eggs. There's an Easter event, or I'm sorry, a Bunny Day event, because I can't say Easter, coming up on Sunday, and so they have a bunch of eggs in the game. But what's really cool, so the Cherry Blossom event is ending on the 10th, and you can see in the air, the petals kind of floating around. So the cherry blossom showed up on April 1st, and as the days have gone on, these are kind of some little things. Oh, so these are coconut trees here. Palm trees that produce coconuts. But anyway, the cherry blossoms have, as the days have gone on, have been dropping more and more petals into the air, and it's so cool because, our street here in where we live in Maryland is lined with cherry blossoms, and so that's a very real thing that happens every spring. It looks like snow. The cherry blossoms, just the petals kind of falling down. So really love that about this event. It's been really cool. The lighting right now is just gorgeous. Look at the sun back there. It's just so pretty. I just feel like just immediately calm looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I like looking at it.
Yeah, you can just go and stand on this little ledge and look at the water. And
when it's single player, you have even more camera controls and you can. Move
we're a little
more.
tethered to each other right now because there's 2 of us. But there's a little pond here, so you can catch different fish in different ponds. And then up here, so one of the things that's slightly frustrating when you start is you don't have a ladder. So you can buy a ladder at the store as you advance, or you can from a friend get gifted a ladder and then learn how to make a ladder. But we've got some on one of our upper areas, got some pine trees and bamboo planted up here. So if we have any friends that play that don't have any bamboo, hit us up. We have bamboo. We also have, I think, all the fruit. So this is our little hardwood forest. Right now it's a little cherry blossom forest. So that's been really pretty to just kind of look at. And so we actually, I think our next place to have a bridge will be this little crossing here. But we have, oh, Robbie did some stamping on the ground. So we did a cool...
It's actually a scavenger hunt. You can follow these to find the place. You step in one of them and you can see
the
next one.
Okay, so before we go check that out, can you show me orchard?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our orchard.
Thank you, Zoe, for these awesome
graphics. Don't run over them too much because I think we can kick them out. I don't want to though. So these are that's true. So these are our pear trees over here, and then we run over here to our apple trees, little apple grove, and then down here we've got orange trees along the water, and then peach trees over here. And then cherries were our native fruit, so we have a ridiculous amount of cherry trees. Just cherry trees for days. So I've got a little cherry icon here. And these are all cherry trees. I haven't picked them yet. I wanted y'all to see what it looks like. But you just walk up to a tree and you shake it like that. And then you can pick up the fruit. And you can eat the fruit and do things like dig up whole trees and move them around. And you can also break open rocks, which don't do that unless you want to move it, because it will give you way more resources if you hit it with a stone axe and don't break it. Oh, here's a message in a bottle. That's cool. So those wash up on your shore from time to time, these messages in a bottle, and you can go into your pocket and open it. And we got a shell fountain.
Oh, cool.
So you can learn how to make a shell fountain.
Oh, I really like the shell fountain.
Yes.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so we'll have to make one of
those.
We'll
have to put that in that park area that we'll show.
Yeah. And so from here, I'll hop up here and show them the flowers. So I recently was watching a video about growing hybrid flowers.
I don't know, I thought I used my ladder.
Mix put different flowers next to each other to grow other colors. So these are I'm trying to make some pink mums here. And then over here I've got some red and yellow hyacinthia. And then down here we've got some pansies. And over here we've got tulips. And they actually sprouted a pink tulip. Oh, this is a cute little seating area that Robbie suggested. Where we could literally just bring our characters and come and sit. You have to hit A.
I thought it was.
Robbie doesn't get to sit, but that's fine. You can sit and just be in the flowers, and it's just nice. And over here we've got some blue roses, which were also a gift from Zoe when we visited her at her birthday party stream, which was awesome. I don't know why I put that away, because I need it. So up here I'm doing a little more attempts to breed some flowers. So I've got some white hyacinthia with red and yellow, some more pansies, and lots of roses. I'm trying to get some orange roses and some purple roses. Here's an example of purple roses over here, although they're really burgundy right now, and some black roses here. So those take a lot of different breeding, but from black roses, if you have a gold watering can, you can get gold roses, which sounds very complicated, and I'm super impressed so many people already have them. People have put work into this game, hundreds of hours. It's crazy. So these are lilies right here, and this is also a cherry tree. I thought it was nice to have a little tree up here. And then these are wind flowers. So they've also created some pink wind flowers as well. So you run over here, we've got some pine trees, little pine tree forest sort of thing. Oh, and there's some random roses that I think got accidentally picked. So because roses were our native flower, we've got a lot of them around. Oh, hold on. Move. There's a fossil. I'm always paranoid around fossil. Hopefully it'll be something we need. We will see. And then if we hop up here, Robbie made this very cool skating rink sort of thing on this top area that we have. So it has his podcast logo, and it kind of looks like a little ice rink. So it's like a fun little, you know, decorative.
Basically, I miss hockey, and so this was my sort of way to go skating.
Right. Well, you don't even ice skate. It's just funny. Just to see something that looks like a rink.
Yeah. I was thinking about also once we get the ability to, like, form areas to have other sports themes.
I'm just looking at the sunset, and, like, the sky right now is just so pretty. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. So this is also some more pine trees. So we kind of, like, I took some time the other day and kind of, like, organized our trees. So we had, like, different trees in different areas. And then we can come back over here. So I think that's all the
we didn't go to the left side beach.
Yeah, we did.
We did. Up on that?
Because that's where I have the rest of those are the coconut trees.
All right.
Well, I also have a great little area over here. So if we have friends come and visit, and they see a fossil here or a DIY they do not have, they can grab that. And this is our other villager's house there. Oh, is that a balloon? Wait. Oh no. It's gone. It's too late. It's gone. That's okay.
You can get little balloons.
Oh wow, there's so many seashells right now. Oh, it's fun. So what's cool about the 2-player is, especially if you're like chopping wood or collecting resources, the second player can come around and help collect as well. So it's just a way to have to be able to play with, another player. But I mean, there's a really cool online element to this game where, like I said, friends can come and visit. So if we have friends that, oh no, they're not pink. They're just looking pink because of the sun. Mm-hmm. But if we have friends that play this game and they don't have some of the things that they've seen, come visit. We have cherries galore. So if you need cherries, we got you. If you need roses, we got you. So this is how you go to assess. You go check out with Blathers and assess fossils. And we'll find out if this is one that we have or one that we don't. He's excited every time, so it's hard to tell. Oh, we do not have it in our collection. Wonderful. Of course I'm going to donate it. Here you go. So.
Everyone recognize the logo. Everyone is a staple on the Wizards Roundtable. Hopefully we'll get NBA again this year. We'll see.
So yeah, that is so he will give you the rundown and some facts about the creature that you just donated to the museum. But if you are not really in the mood for random facts, you can always just skip over that.
Charlie said that she's gonna get this game and Animal Cross you whenever. That was
cool.
Gross. So that's awesome.
Charlie.
Charlie
Parent?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Charlie. That's awesome. Yes, come check out our island. It's cool. So, Robbie did the setup. I was still very much of the whole, I'm not going to play this game. I don't play video games. Video games are not my thing. And then he started just playing the game in front of me. And, we visited another island. And I was like, okay, I'm playing this game. So, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Oh, there's Snake. I wonder if he wants to tell me his side of the story. I guess not. He's so funny. He's like a bodybuilder. So he's always talking about getting ripped and being buff, and he's an interesting character, interesting villager. But yeah, so I guess that kind of wraps up our little. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Our little stream our little island tour and hang outside the house, watch sunset. But we did go back in time so that we wouldn't mess up our game. We haven't gone forward at all, because you can do something called time skipping, which is you can set things forward so you don't have to wait, but then that can affect your gameplay. So we haven't done that. But we did want you guys to see the island during the day, which is, in my opinion, much more spectacular than at night.
Yeah, well, thank you, Liz, for giving this awesome tour, and we'll probably end it there, but thank you guys. I saw a couple people tuned in on Facebook, and thank you, Arun, for joining us on Twitch, and the replay should be up on my YouTube channel and should be saved on our Web and Games channel as well. I don't know when we'll do the next Sports on the Hill podcast. I usually hype that up at the end of my game streams. Who knows when that's going to happen. I will say that we are doing a pretty fun podcast tomorrow on the Tiger King. I know Hertz House, I was trying to rally him up last week and talk about Tiger King instead of Redskins, and I got him off his game a little bit, but it was fun, and so we decided that we'd have a real throwdown on Thursday, i.e. tomorrow, 9 o'clock. It's a little later than usual, but we're going to try to have Sith and Katara maybe, and I know there's other people that want to be a part of it as well, so hopefully people can tune in, and that'll be really exciting. So yeah, Tiger King show on Thursday. I know that it's on our podcast page that's on TrueRadioNetwork.com. If you go to webandgames.com or sportsothp.com, click the True Radio Network button and click the player. It'll play that latest track over there because it's a True Radio Network broadcast. Or if you follow Hertz House, I'm sure Hert will have a link to it as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was a lot of fun, and maybe we'll do another Animal Crossing stream in the future. Stay safe out there. Make sure you wash your hands and stay inside and social distance. And we love you guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.